So Pages was the first physical bookstore that I had seen. Like, since then, I think I knew Barnes & Noble had survived. But it was the first independent bookstore I had seen for sure. I was like, I didn't know that normal people did this. The collection was different than a big box bookstore. It was personable. And it called me to think about society as a whole, the books that were here, in a way that, I just wouldn't have been thinking. I was like 15, so maybe I would have learned. The first thing that I did was come into the store. She was doing the big sale. Like, everything was like 25% off or something like that. So I came into the store and I just asked her, I was like, is it for sale, or like, how is that going? And she said, yeah, we're still in the process. I picked up some books, like, if you want to be a bookstore owner, what does that look like? And so I learned about the ABA, the Association of Bookstore Owners. So they happen to have a conference that was like 3 weeks from now, that they do once a year, and they have, like, outside of the larger conference, there's 1 day intensive of, like, so you're thinking about opening a bookstore, this is what you need to do. I was like, oh, I need to do this like now. And just in general, literacy is something that's really big in Detroit. Jeremiah Steen and I saw this as an incredible crux to enter the space of literacy from a unique perspective. Generally speaking, maybe this is more businessy, but if a book doesn't sell in like 6 months, then we'll like exchange it for another book or something like that. But as Susan was going through the transfer process, she was telling me that, like, her exception for that are these books here that may not necessarily sell in 6 months, but they do sell. And she keeps them because they're extremely important for, like, kids who come in looking for, like, something to do on a book report. This is a source for where you can learn. An approach that I want to do, I was thinking about how I became a reader and the important aspects of reading. And stuff like this was also important. Like, I had to do this, but also, like, here are the Diary of a Wimpy kids. You think here's number 1? Reading has to be fun. There's Harry Potter. Like, reading has to be fun, and you have to think of reading, I think, as something that is enjoyable. It's fun, and it's easy to do. It's enjoyable.